Hey guys, this is AC Cordell. I'm back with you on the Creative Worshipers videocast that we're doing weekly for you guys. And I've got one of our interns, one of my assistants with us today, Isaiah Hill, or otherwise known as the Mayor. Giving him the name the Mayor because he knows everybody and everybody knows him. But anyways, thanks for joining us today, Mayor Hill. And we're going to tackle a couple topics today, mainly centered around Planning Center Online, or PCO is what we like to call it. And you had some questions that you wanted to ask me in regards to Planning Center, so let's tackle it.
All right.
All right.
So when you're scheduling people on Planning Center, how many days in advance do you do it, and how many services?
Good question. And by the way, these questions have come via other people from our video cast, other worship pastors that have sent in messages asking about different questions concerning PCO. So let me answer that. This is the way that we do it right here at New Life. Since we have quite a few services a week, there are times where we have 2 on Sunday, then we'll come back for a rehearsal on Tuesday, a service on Wednesday, a Friday service, and then back on Sunday. So there's a lot of times we'll meet 6 times a week in 7 days. What I try to do is focus in on our Sunday services, our Tuesday rehearsals, and our Wednesday services. Those are my focus points. So usually when I'm in here on Monday, I've already completed Tuesday rehearsal. And Tuesday rehearsal has gone out to all the musicians, frontline, and we actually include all of our vocalists, which would be choir members. So there's about 70 invites that go out. Also on Wednesday, usually by Tuesday morning or Monday afternoon, Wednesdays go out as well for those in the band and the front line who participate on Wednesday service. And then for our Friday, I have one of our other interns, one of our assistants, Clarice. She also works with me on the Friday one, so we'll send out usually by Wednesday for Friday night for the band and front line. We'll be singing on Friday night. And then I try to, on Wednesday evening or first thing Thursday morning, send out for the following Sunday services. So I wish that we were in a situation where we could have things planned out weeks and even months in advance. However, here at New Life, we are always flowing with Pastor Huffman and also Pastor Josh Huffman, and we have a tendency to change things. And so it's kind of hard to plan too far in advance here at New Life. Now, there are a lot of ministries that I know, worship departments that plan weeks and months in advance, and that's great. If you can pull it off, more power to you, and it'll help you out in the long run. However, this is what we do here in New Life, and it is working for the time being for us. What do you got for me? Number 2, what's the second question that people have asked?
How important is it to accept or decline the invite?
Oh, Lord have mercy. We just had this. Matter of fact, I think everybody on our worship team is going to probably think that this one was planned for them because we had this conversation yesterday and on Sunday. Listen, when I put a list together for like a Sunday morning, like I said, there's about 70 invites that go out between our worship choir, our frontline vocalist, and our band. That's not even including we set up for our sound engineers, our media team, our producer for our live streaming. So that's not including all the rest of the people that are involved in our worship encounter. So we have those many people. When people don't accept or decline, a lot of times you don't know if they're going to be here or not. Now, it's really important for your front line and your band. If they don't accept or decline, then usually they know that they're going to be getting a text message or a phone call from me within about 24 hours, because if they're not available, I've got to find somebody to replace them. So it is vitally important as a worship leader or a worship pastor, music director, whatever your title may be, and if you have people that are underneath you that are involved in ministry, it is vitally important for those who are serving with you to give you the common courtesy of accepting or declining. Now, if there's a situation, this does come up, where somebody may not have their work schedule yet and they don't know what to do, a lot of times, a lot of people on our team will send me a text and say, hey, I plan on being there, but I haven't got my work schedule yet. And that way, at least I know that there's something going on, and I can have a backup plan. So it is vitally important that everybody accepts or declines their invite for every event that they get included in on Planning Center. What else you got for me? Mayor Hill?
Glad you asked. Do you schedule each choir member for each service they participate in?
If they're participating in it, yes. And I am not an expert on Planning Center, but I have been working with Planning Center for probably, I'll say 6 years. And so I've got to know a lot of the little quirks and tweaks to try to make it as simple as possible. But I haven't been able to figure out a way to really duplicate an entire choir like we may have. We've got, 60 people on our roster for our worship choir, with an average of 40, 45, 50 that will be here for every service. And for a while, I was actually going down our list and clicking each one of them for each service that they were needed. Then I got wise and started copying my matrix and copying it over. The only problem with that is if you find people who are blocked out or who know they're not going to be there, you still end up having to go through that whole list and take out people or add people that were on the last one or who were not on it before, so you're going to have to still do some tweaking, but it does save a little bit of time. However, it does take a whole lot of time. Any of my helpers that come in, administrators or interns that are involved with the Planning Center part of it, they know that we have a whole list, our group of people, and we go down that entire list to see who's on and who's off. And that, like I said, that doesn't even include the block out dates or vacation times or anything like that. So, but I do try to make sure that each one of the choir members are added to Planning Center so they have the same access for the tools to be successful, like we talk about around here a lot, for all the chord charts, the MP3s, the videos, and so on and so forth. So yes, we do for those services. Mainly Sunday morning, Sunday night, our breakthrough services, and then any special services that we have beyond that. Other than that, it would be our frontline vocals and our band. Do you have anything else for me there, Mary Hill?
Can't think of anything.
Well, let me ask you a question, and I may have touched on most of it, but what do you think are some other important reasons for having Planning Center available to each person as part of our team?
Well, like you mentioned, like just the different MP3s and even the chord charts, because some songs, depending on who's singing it, we do in different keys. So being able to have them all at your access to get to them and practice them, and also along with the MP3s and the videos, so we could watch it and see how it goes.
Sure. So then what you're saying is, it's good if you have a worship pastor who knows that the person that's singing it in D, there's actually a chord chart for D in Planning Center.
That's right.
Yeah, I wish you had someone like that, because I forget all the time, don't I? Anyways, anything else you can think of that Planning Center is good for us? I mean, really, it's just a great tool. It's a tool.
All the tools you need to be successful.
That's right. All the tools we need to be successful. It's really, it's a tool for people that aren't here, that have a chance to still learn. If they couldn't be here for a rehearsal, they're able to still go in and listen to music, make sure they're aware of the music. One of the key things that we talk about around here is you practice at home and you rehearse when you get here together with everybody. So Planning Center gives you the tools to be able to practice at home, so when you get here you can actually rehearse, and it's not a teaching moment for us, it's actually a rehearsing moment. So I'm glad that Planning Center's come out. I know there's a few other websites that have come out that are trying to duplicate that, but right now I'm okay with Planning Center. How about you?
I have to agree with you on that.
Good deal. Listen, guys, we hope that this was a help to you. If you are using Planning Center, we know the headaches that you can have. It's actually much better now. There used to be a lot of bugs a few years ago. But we're glad that we could be of help to you for those who've asked questions about Planning Center. If you have any other questions, feel free to contact us here at New Life. Ask for myself or any of our other worship staff, and we'd be glad to help you, maybe walk you through some tools that we know on Planning Center. So listen, we love you, we appreciate you, God bless, and again, thank you for turning in to the Creative Worshiper videocast. God bless.